Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution 2. In the last episode, we set up this new enclosure over here, which is kind of our early-ish Cretaceous enclosure. Talking 90 to 100 million years ago. So yeah, we have late, very late Cretaceous. We're talking, what, 66, 67 million years ago, give or take. We have kind of our mid to late 76, 77 million years ago. Then we have our early to mid, give or take. And so we're just kind of moving further and further back. So that is what we are continuing to work on. Now, this enclosure just has Sauropelta and Nodosaurus in there. Just two species of Ankylosaurid, or Nodosaurid. Probably is more accurate. So I think this enclosure is just too big for what we've got in here. So either I'm going to just cut it. I'm probably going to cut it in half. Or trim it down a little bit. So we're probably going to rip out that track and we're going to rework the fencing again. And I'm going to be running some experiments here. Well, we're already running one experiment, which is I put the gyrosphere track going through the T-Rex enclosure just to see what happens, right? Just to see what happens. Do the T-Rexes attack the gyrospheres? You just got a sprain just sitting there, huh? Good job. Weird. So far, they haven't done anything. So I think it's actually going to be okay to send the gyrosphere through carnivore enclosure. And if that's the case, then what we can do is completely rework the entire gyrosphere plan. For the North American themed enclosures. Because right now we're kind of late, earlier, and then we come all the way back to late. So what we would probably do is make the entrance to the gyrostation track come over here, perhaps, in the Albertosaurus, run through the Albertosaurus, run through the Tyrannosaurus Rex, run through this enclosure, probably looping around a little bit, and then heading over here into this enclosure, the next set of enclosures that are coming in, and then swoop back and pop back in here real quick until it's done. Maybe we'll put it over here. Over there might make more sense. We'll see. Fossils. So yeah. That's the plan. So, have you guys moved? I think that they've probably moved. All right, let's just get in here. Let's tear out the track. All right, let's tear out the track because we're gonna completely rework this. And And you know what? If we're gonna do that, let's just go ahead and do it. Let's just go ahead and do it. Let's pull the whole track out. Pull the whole track out. Can I just demolish the gyro station itself? No, that didn't eliminate the whole track. Okay. It's fine. Come on. Can we just select the track? Not all of my plant decorations, which I still, again, need to work on, and I will get to that. Or we're done. All right. So. Let's see. They said this enclosure is a bit too large for what we've got in here. Oh, that's the wrong type. Oh yeah, that's right, because I had that little incident where I accidentally hit the release instead of release via airlift button, and let one of our was it the Nodosaurus? Or was it one of the sauropods? I can't remember. Let it out live into the park, and I had to just go track it real quick and move it. Okay. Now the next enclosure is also going to be relatively small, and we need a door. Okay. It's gonna also need some water somewhere. And I don't know if those are appropriate to put in here, but we will. We will still go with a little bit of the flowers. Okay. Let's get back here because we are going to need something else. I need... Now, Coelophysis is going to be interesting. Because that is late Triassic. Dilophosaurus. We're going for Troodon. All right. Attractions, gyro station. Right, yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to... do that. Interesting that it put the solid... It's actually fine to have that solid concrete wall there. Just trying to think, is this where I want to put it? Yeah, can I even put it there? I have to get rid of that rock if I were going to. I probably have to get rid of this pond. See, the thing is, if we're coming back in from over here, it is going to have to go through... just over here makes more sense. Even though I probably still will just let that. Because you guys are fine. And it doesn't really matter. Anyway. Oh, Ranger team destroyed.
The MVU scan confirms what I thought. This dinosaur has a broken claw. It shouldn't be anything to get too worried about, but it could get worse. Maybe even ingrown, which would be painful. So, let's keep an eye on it.
Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Gyrosphere. The question is that too close? No, it's not. We can do a door there. Okay, good, good, good. For the moment, we'll just let it attach like that. It's gonna complain about that, isn't it? I probably do actually want to keep the time moving. Alright, then we're going to spend some time with the T-Rexes. Then head in that direction. I think our fossils are back. I think we got some corporalite. Yeah, yep. Priority on the Troodon, but we will throw in some Stego. Ranger team was destroyed. Okay. All right. What's the problem? Who destroyed it? You did. All right. I mean, I can handle the Ranger team getting destroyed. That's not a problem. The Ranger team getting destroyed is not a problem. Don't tell the Ranger teams that. Alright, so then we're coming through here. Right? Yep. Coming through there. Then we're going to come through this enclosure. Spend a little bit of time in there. And then we're going to come in this enclosure, which we haven't done anything with yet. Oh. Fine. Those little bits of flowers there. We'll do something else. And then for the time being, gyrosphere route will just kind of do something like that. All right, so this is actually going to cover both those enclosures, which is fine, perfect. What we're going to throw in there is Deinonychus. This is early Cretaceous. Let's get Humble set up. Let's go. that combination. How many is it going to want? 3? All right, then. Faster synthesis. Cheaper synthesis. Very fast synthesis. Let's go with 4. Faster incubation. Release via airlift.
En route to pick up the asset. Asset collection request received.
Now, what we're going to need in here, obviously,
Asset being
is
transported.
feeders.
Commencing asset transit.
All right, that's going to be enough to finish that off, and then we can get back to Stegosaurus.
In the air.
You're going to need a rest. Okay, good. And then we'll do that Stegosaurus site in Spain.
Transit has commenced. Confirming asset delivery.
This dinosaur is important for a number of reasons. I mean, they're all important, but this one, the Deinonychus, was the center of debate among paleontologists for many years. Specifically, were the dinosaurs cold-blooded or warm-blooded animals? With them alive and in the park, we have our answer.
Yep, and you can see that the model has been reworked.
Transportation complete.
Yeah, looks like the last one's coming in. All right, now. The next one we want to do is Troodon. What is it, 100%? Now this is the mid to late Cretaceous, 76 million years ago. The same enclosure as our Styracosaurus, Grithosaurus, Maiasaura, that sort of stuff. So here's the experiment I'm going to run, and it might get ugly. I'm going to dump the Troodons into that enclosure, and we're going to see what happens. I don't know if they are big enough to really cause a problem with the herbivores. Or if the herbivores might cause a problem with the Troodons, because those ceratopsians can get feisty. Alright. That one doesn't matter. We don't need to waste any points on that. Humble. Tolerant for what's good it's going to be worth. Let's make them that color with... Yeah, okay. 4 minimum population. Well, it doesn't really matter. But we'll try for it anyway. Humble, nocturnal fit. And these all got tolerant. Or that one didn't get tolerant, but these did.
Asset has been delivered.
So that means that we are going to need a carnivore feeder and live bait feeder in that enclosure. Now, if it does in fact get messy, we'll deal with it. But for now, I don't know what will happen. So,
Collecting asset. Heading to collect the asset.
let's see. All right, this Stegosaurus is done. Let's get Allosaurus worked on.
Asset in transit. Transporting asset. Asset transportation underway.
All right, before we look into that, oh yeah, that's another one of those, just a couple percentage points left. All right, do it. You're going to need to be resupplied. Come on. There we go.
Asset delivery confirmed.
Personally, I don't think the Troodon gets as much respect as it should. It's one of those dinosaurs that seems like an evolutionary bridge, stuck in time and transition. The platypus of its day. And now, ours. It's also incredibly interesting to study and display, so make the most of this animal.
That's a dramatic skin pattern. Go find the water.
Transported.
All right, that will finish off Allosaurus. Go grab Ceratosaurus.
Asset transportation complete.
Yeah, it seems to be detecting the other dinosaurs in here as prey, which is not what we want to see. Alright, but I think what we'll do is we'll leave it here. And next episode, we'll see what the results of the experiment are going to be. Are the Troodons going to work in there, or am I going to have to close off their own little spots? Don't know. What I might have to do is, like, grab just a chunk out of this or something. I'll have to see, make a decision. All right, but for now, we'll stop here. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.